Hi everybody, I'm Bree and this is my surrogacy journey. I am back today with another bump date. I told you guys last week at my 17-week bump date that I would be trying to do them, and so far I'm only, going into my second week here, but so far so good. I don't know that I'll do them every week just because I don't feel like huge things change that much in just a week. It's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My sister and her nephew might be coming over later and we might go to the gym later. Bless you. Aiden and I have just had a lazy day around the apartment. It was it felt like a long week. And last week I worked my normal Wednesday to Saturday. And then we also had my husband's company dinner on Saturday night. So while I was still at work, my husband Austin actually drove up to drop Aiden off at his Didi's house, and Aiden hung out with Didi all night. And by the time I was off, I got home, changed, and we had to go down about 40 minutes from us. And we had a really fun time. It was an experience. It was actually in the town where I'm originally from, but an experience that I had never done before. So that was cool, just kind of like doing something different. And it was a lot of fun. It's just hard for me to leave and like go out without Aiden on a Saturday night, because then I don't see him all day long. And technically, as far as my hours go, even though I'm only 4 days a week, I'm still a full-time employee at the salon that I work at. And Aiden's only 1.5 years, so I'm still learning how to balance my work life and home life, and then pretty much anything outside of that. And I don't think that I'm having a hard time finding balance. I think it's just something that I have to consciously be aware of, which is difficult. And I know, like, not even just working parents do it. Like, all parents have to find balance in whatever they're doing. So I know that I'm not alone here. It's just, I'm still learning how to balance and like how to feel okay about going out. I am 18 weeks now, and some days. And I am just gonna be doing a quick get ready with me and kind of chat about anything that's coming up, or, stuff that's new, kind of what's going on in our lives right now. So I have just brushed my hair and put it up in a ponytail. I had it washed at the salon on Saturday, but I curled it, but I haven't done anything with it since then. And if we're gonna go to the gym later, I don't wanna wear it down, so I just threw it back. And I am gonna put a little makeup on just because I have to do a little bit of running around. I need to go to the store and pick up a couple of things. This super, super sweet girl that I went to high school with, she made a video on her Instagram story, and she was making a broccoli and tofu stir fry for her and one of her kids. I used to eat tofu when I was in cosmetology school. I don't know why, I just went through like a tofu phase. That's been a long time now, and I just kind of stopped eating it. So I have been craving broccoli. So I saw that and I was like, yeah, that sounds delicious. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have to go pick everything up from the store. I'm filming and I have a ring light on my tripod, and Aiden walked just straight through the cord that the tripod and ring light are plugged into, because it's not battery powered. It's actually, you need to plug it into the wall. And he walked straight through the cord and my whole tripod and phone and light, everything fell down. It didn't hit him. He's totally fine, but it scared him, so it's okay. I know. Well, Aiden lost my foundation, and so I have just been doing concealer lately, and up until just now where I'm putting concealer on, I did already moisturize. I use a serum. It's a calming serum to help some of this redness that I have. And so I put that on, and I put on my morning cream, even though, like I said, it's like 3 o'clock. Put on my morning cream, and then I put on, you saw me, I used a primer from Huda Beauty. If you guys watched my beauty like haul I did a while ago from Sephora, that's that same Huda Beauty product that I purchased, and I am actually really liking it. Aiden, do you see your reflection? Are you looking in the mirror? This is, look, the mirror. Peekaboo. Oh my goodness. I just went in with my concealer here. I did it in like all the main areas. Under my eyes, the middle of my forehead, the bridge of my nose. I get redness like right in this area around my nose and my chin, so I did it there, and then I just am kind of blending it all over with a beauty blender. Austin got me like a kit, actually, of beauty blenders for Christmas, which I have been loving. So I just did that. I'm gonna set my face with the Kat Von D powder. I have actually talked about this powder a couple of times because I got this in that haul video that I was telling you guys about. And then in one of my videos, I updated you and said I wasn't really sure how I was feeling about it because it was kind of pilling on my face, like it was breaking up. It was doing the weirdest thing. But I am just using less of it, and I'm still using it on my damp beauty blender, and it's been fine. So it's just a very different powder than the one that I'm used to because I had been using the translucent powder from Aveda. So it's just very different. I have to be use a little bit of a lighter hand, and now I'm not dealing with any of that, like it breaking up and doing weird things. Good job, Aiden. You doing your makeup? Good job, baby. Aiden loves pretending to do his makeup. He will use the beauty blender on his face. I don't have any appointments or anything this week. We just had my husband's company dinner, which was so much fun. We did like a murder mystery dinner, and I had never done anything like that before, so it was a very unique experience, and it was a blast. And I would definitely recommend that to anybody, like just for something to experience and something new and fun and a little bit different than just like, you know, a regular company dinner, or just for anything, like whether it's a party or whatever. It was fun. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Hoola bronzer here. This is my favorite bronzer. I do have some exciting news. In my 17-week bump date video, I told you guys that I have been feeling baby move. I felt him actually later than I felt my son. I felt like tiny little butterflies when I was like 12 weeks and some days with Aiden. And I like vividly remember it because it was actually, we were in Disneyland for my birthday. We were celebrating. That also happened to be the day of the Super Bowl. And we were just kind of sitting in the hotel, and it was quiet. It was later at night, and I just like felt little butterflies. I didn't feel this baby, this surrogate baby, until about like 15-ish weeks. But it didn't feel like butterflies necessarily. The best way I can describe it is just like I felt movement. Now I can feel tiny little kicks, and The other day, I actually was able to feel him kick on the outside for the first time. So that was super exciting, being able to feel him on the outside. And Austin was able to feel him. And I was hoping that, like, I don't know if one of my intended parents is coming at the end of this month for the 20-week anatomy scan ultrasound. And I don't know if he will want to feel the baby, but if now, as long as baby is moving, he will be able to feel him. So that's super, super exciting for them. I used a little blush. I just used my e.l.f. blush palette, and then I used my, my Laura Mercier highlighter, which is another thing I got in that beauty haul. I always prefer doing my brows with like a pomade. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. Now I'm using the Kat Von D one. This was originally like a much softer product than I was used to using, but now I feel like it's not, I don't know if it's not quite as soft or if I'm just used to it. I think it's probably a little bit of both, but I'm still really liking it, and I'm liking the actual color. It's like perfect for my hair. I haven't colored my hair in this pregnancy. I did color my hair all throughout my pregnancy with Aiden, but I actually started my pregnancy with red hair and was working my way back blonde because I knew after Aiden was born that I wouldn't want to do my regular 3-week touch-ups. So I'm naturally blonde. This color up top, all of this until there is my natural color. So it's easy for me to be blonde. It's a way easier maintenance because I'm naturally blonde. So I just have highlights and that's it. It's gonna be a quick trip when one of my intended parents is here. He is flying in the day before and he wants to get tea together. And this is gonna be the first time that I meet him in person. And then we'll have the anatomy scan the next day. And then the day after that, he's flying back home. I actually don't know how long of a flight it is. Hopefully he doesn't have like too much jet lag or too much of a hard time transitioning back into work. My brows, I feel like, haven't been the easiest to do lately because I haven't had them waxed since the week of Thanksgiving. And I like my natural brow. They don't get too crazy. And like I said, I'm naturally blonde, so my hair that grows in is pretty blonde. So I have the luxury of being able to go that long in between getting my brows waxed, but it becomes difficult. Oh, comfy cozy. It becomes difficult to fill them in when I haven't had them done in a while, just because they're so out of shape. And the little blonde hairs, like I like a crisper kind of a line when I do my brows, but when I have all like the fuzzy blonde hair, I can't get that. So it's definitely a softer, more diffused brow when I'm ready for a wax. And I would love to know if you guys are pregnant or if you've been pregnant, if you continued waxing while you were pregnant. I know some women completely stop waxing because they say that it's like way too painful to keep waxing when they're pregnant because they're just more sensitive. It's not even necessarily that their pain tolerance is lower. It's just they're more sensitive now. So I have heard of so many women not waxing anymore when they're pregnant because it's just too painful. I do think that it is a little bit more painful, but I only wax my brows. I don't wax anything else. So I feel like if I were waxing a more sensitive area, even like your underarms, I probably wouldn't. So what you just saw me do, I call it carving out my brows, is I go in with a flat definer brush and some concealer, and I just sharpen up those lines a little bit. And then I always set my brows with a liquid brow gel. You guys, I don't think that I've talked about this palette, I just realized. I got the new, well, it's the only Tati Beauty palette. This is volume 1. It's the only eyeshadow palette that she has right now. And I believe this was $48, and I ordered this directly off of her website. That is the only place that she's selling it, is directly off of her website. You can't find it anywhere else. So if you saw it on Amazon or eBay or something, that is not product that she can like claim. Like, that could be fake, counterfeit product, or it could be anything. So go on her website if you guys love shades like this. So these 6 shades are called Memory, Ritual, Story, Soothe, Aura, and Poet. And then there's different textures, 4 different textures of each shade. These are all matte. Then you go to Sequin. Sequin is kind of like a matte eyeshadow with glitter in it. So the actual shadow is matte, but there's glitter flakes in the shadow. Metallic it's metallic. It's all like a shimmer shadow basically. And then glitter. And it literally is, when you press it, it feels kind of wet and squishy, and it deposits on my eyelid super, super easy. She does have a disclaimer. I watched her video about this, that these are not technically eye safe glitters, and that's just something that you want to be aware of. I wear them on my eyelid, like my actual lid. I also wear them underneath, and I haven't had any issue with them. They come off great with my either makeup wipe or my face wash. I don't have any trouble getting them off, but they stay on all night. They don't go anywhere, which I really, really like. The other thing that I like about this palette is the blendability is sensational, and the color payoff is just phenomenal. I have kind of been watching Tati for a long time, but I was like, the one person that I've been subscribed to forever has been Jaclyn Hill. And so she's kind of been like the one person that I've consistently watched, like always. She just doesn't make as many videos as she used to. I still love her. I'm using her Becca. I had her, she did a collaboration with Becca. Jaclyn Hill and Becca did a collaboration called Champagne Pop. And they had the Champagne Pop highlighter, which I did have just the single of that too. But that palette had the highlighter, and it had blush, bronzer, it had the whole thing. And I loved it. I literally used every single product until it was completely gone. And then I just kept I broke off the mirror, not intentionally, but I did break the mirror off. And now I just use that because it's a really good quality mirror. And so I just use that for my makeup every day. This mirror is also super nice quality, which sounds like so silly to rave about, but it really does make a difference. I'm still going in with that same shadow. I'm just gonna use it on the bottom super quickly. Aiden. Oh, thank you. Let's put it back. Do you want to wear your hat that Dee Dee got you? Boop, boop. So cute. I love it. Yeah. Beauty blender, do your makeup. Good job, Aiden. Yeah. Oh, you want mommy to? Oh, good job. You got my eyes. Yes, you did. Oh, hello. Hello. Mwah. Oh, also, you guys, something just to note is when you get this palette, it's pretty stiff, so it opens and it lays flat, but it doesn't flip all the way back. Like you just have to work it in, basically. It's really stiff when you first get it, but I'm able to flip it all the way back like that. Careful, careful. So I'm still going in with that same original shade, Aura, but I'm using the metallic finish, and that's kind of like my highlight shade on the corners of my eyes. And then I'm also going to take thank you, just a little bit on my brow bone. I don't like to put a lot of highlight up there when I need a wax because I feel like you can see the darker hairs better. So I just do a tiny, tiny bit, and that's it. Nothing crazy. Then I am gonna use my Kat Von D setting spray before I do my mascara. So now I like to curl one set of lashes at a time just because I feel like they fall. So I curl one side and then I'm going in with my mascara. I mentioned before that I was having an aversion to chicken, and then that went away. And it didn't really fully come back necessarily because I'm not, peekaboo Aiden! I'm not having an aversion necessarily to it. Like, I will eat it, but it doesn't sound good at all. For someone who is hypoglycemic like me and is on a high protein diet, that's like the easiest way to get it is eating chicken. So I've been eating more eggs, even though, peekaboo! I usually eat eggs in the morning for breakfast anyway. Sometimes I will have cereal instead, but I'm really trying to make sure I have an egg or two. I have been eating more avocado lately. I've also been eating more cheese lately. All right, everybody. That is my pretty much go-to makeup look right now. Super simple, and when I'm not talking and distracted, I do it a bit faster. But it's like concealer. You can even make this faster if you didn't want to put like blush on or a primer or a setting spray. All of those little steps will add time to the makeup look. So basically all I'll do is put on like I have like a minty gloss from Victoria's Secret that I'll throw on that's clear, and that will be it. And this is actually what I've been wearing most of the time. Just super, super simple. Easy to get on, easy to get out the door. I used to wear a lot like heavier makeup, and I still do sometimes, like in my Nutriplenish unboxing video that I made from Aveda a couple videos ago. I did wear a more intense makeup look actually using the Tati Beauty palette, but and my case, the outside is like super dirty right now. It's kind of that softer matte black finish, so I can get fingerprints on it like way super easy. But that is it, you guys. I really don't have a ton to update you on. I will show you the bump. The bump is growing. So he is more active at night, like in the evening. He will give me some little kicks now, but I am still having a fairly easy pregnancy. No complications so far. Nothing crazy going on, which is good. Aiden got a little shopping cart from his papa and grandma for Christmas, and he's going around the apartment with it, so that's that noise. I will actually be scheduling out my maternity leave. So if I have any clients who are watching my videos, I will be scheduling out my maternity leave. I'm taking 6 weeks just to heal. I was having a hard time deciding like when exactly to go out, but I am gonna go out when I'm 38 weeks, just like I did when I was pregnant with Aiden. I was actually 38 weeks and 2 days on my scheduled last day of work, and I actually went into labor that night and had him the next day at 38 weeks and 3 days. Every pregnancy is different, but I am doing pretty much everything the same. I'm still gonna be working full time. I'm a hairstylist, so I'm up on my feet all day long. So I think that probably has a lot to do with why Aiden came early. And I did a lot of like bouncing on an exercise ball at the end. And I was eating like spicier foods, and I was like doing all of that stuff because I was like trying to get things kind of going. It was actually super nice that he was born when he was, because then I only took 8 weeks off with him, so I got the full 8 weeks to bond with him and spend the time. And he was going up to daycare, so it was nice him being a little bit, like, he was 2 months old, so I'm happy that he wasn't any younger than that, having to go and me having to leave him. So I will be taking the full 6 weeks off just to heal. If I was doing like a desk job or something like that, I would probably go back sooner. But because I am on my feet all day long, I just want to make sure that I give my body the time that it needs to rest and heal and recover. And I'll just enjoy the time with my family. I'll actually make it to my sister's high school graduation, hopefully, because I'll be 38 weeks. So hopefully I make it to her graduation, and then baby boy can come anytime after that, as long as doctor thinks he's good to go. And my mom will actually be in town, so that is going to be pretty good timing, because hopefully she'll be here for at least a week and will be able to help me out with Aiden. Because even though, you know, I don't have a baby that I need help with, like a baby, I will still be healing after, you know, being pregnant for 9 months and delivering a baby. So you know, he's a toddler, and he is an active baby, and I'm hoping that she'll be able to help me take care of him. So that's it, you guys. Nothing crazy going on. I think we're actually gonna go hit the store. It's about 3:48 now. So we're gonna hit the store, and that'll be that. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.